We are live. Well, to those that we spoke to a few minutes ago to say it'd only be 5 minutes, little did we know that it's a beautiful sunny day out and that customers would start coming in. And sorry, they trumped this. They had credit cards in their pocket right then. So, okay, so we're going super, super local today, doing a venison stew and pairing that with a Cabernet Franc, the Chestnut tree Cabernet Franc. I always love venison and Cabernet Franc together. I think it just works so, so, so well. So just searing off the venison here. So I already had batch one I've seared. And you can never sear too much all at once, right? Because you don't want to cool the pan down. And so you have to take a look in there, Rob. So my cameraman today is Rob McLennan, boyfriend extraordinaire. So I've already pretty much seared it. Oh my gosh, yeah, that looks great. Venison is pretty angry. Like it really is splattery. So be careful. It's kind of like frying bacon. Don't do this naked. It's just not a good idea. So anyway, all I did was defrost it, coat it in salt and pepper, and then seared it on all sides. So, and I did it in 2 batches. You know what, I should do this also with a slotted spoon, that'd be a little faster. Leave all that goodness inside of there. We want all the brown bits that are on the bottom of the pan there without doubt. Okay, woohoo, this pan is hot, hot, hot. So let's turn it down a little bit. The venison, the stewing beef for venison is really quite lean. So let's get a little more fat in there. And I'm just going to put in some bacon. When I'm doing things like this, I always try to look for the thickest bacon that I can find because A, I like it, and B, because I don't know, it will stand up as it's cooking for a long time in the oven. And of course, we've just started and more cars just drove in. So we'll see what happens here. So, see, the good part is we're moving along here and it won't be too long. So this is just, we don't want to totally cook it here. Just get it to the point where it's soft. And we're probably not too far away from that here. And that bacon fat too is pulling up all the brown bits that are on the bottom of the pan. So, okay. You have to do at least 4 or 3. Okay, all right. So in here as well, I am going to add in, this is like one, just over a large onion that's been chopped up nice and fine. Let's get it in there too. And we're just gonna have it in there until it's soft. And then it's about equivalent to 1 large carrot. Crack that back up again. This beautiful cutting board that was made for us by one of our good friends, Frank. Thank you, Frank, for that. Is it gorgeous? Okay, so this too, we don't really need to cook this too long. This is just about getting the onions and the carrots nice and soft. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And we'll keep on rolling. We'll tell these folks that just came in, hello, welcome. I'm just doing an Instagram live cooking show. So no, it's fine. As we hang out here, I'll just be like probably 5 more minutes. So that's all. And then we'll be able to welcome you. So, okay, thanks. Yep, perfect. We'll be live, done live in 5 minutes here. So you can watch if you want. Okay, so here, I'm using 2 bay leaves because I should probably only use 1, but my bay leaves are so old, I think that we need more. 5 juniper berries, which came from Germany, and half a teaspoon of just some dried thyme. So that's going in as well. Bloop, perfect. We already have salt and pepper in there because that coated the meat to start off with. This is 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I'm using a gluten-free one just to make it a little more congenial for people in our family. And then 2 tablespoons, I'm just going like, whoa. 2, perfect, tablespoons of tomato paste. Tomato paste is so cheap, but I'm cheap too sometimes, so that's why I need to buy it in a tube so I don't waste any. So all you're gonna do here is just cook it long enough just to kind of like basically cook the flour a little bit. And you can see, can you see in there, Rob, a little bit? You see how it really is dried up? And you just wanna keep cooking it just a little bit here because this is what's going to cook the flour. And so it's not so like starchy type thing. And also, as you're doing this, you're going to pull up the brown bits and get that in. We get more brown bits here too with the, thank you, darling. Let's get both of these in. Oh, that's right, we need this too. All right, is anybody watching?
Yeah, lots of people.
Come on,
You've got
really?
Your brother and your mother complaining about the cameraman already?
Careful.
Apparently I don't talk enough.
Oh, you don't talk as much as Cara, that's right. Cara, we miss you. Cara's on holidays. That's why Rob is the extraordinaire. So about half a cup of red wine. This is a really hot pan.
What's
And
the wine that you're putting in?
oh, I'm putting. Thank you, darling. The Bank Barn Baco Noir. Cause I like the hearty notes to go with the meat, and I'm gonna put about a cup of this too. I always use the low sodium beef broth because I think this way I can control the sodium. I can control how much salt there is in the end, and just do the final tasting at the end. So, all right. So we've got all the brown bits off the bottom there. The smell is just deadly. Let's put the venison back in. This venison is from Lakeland Meats. In fact, this entire recipe is from Arden Vaughn at Lakeshore Meats. And they actually grow the venison, or raise the venison, I should say, at their place, just west of St. Catharines on Number 8 Highway on King Street. So, all right. So that's pretty much it. Like, how much time did that take? Not that long. And so now the lid just goes on. We bring it up to a boil, and then the lid goes on for about 2 hours. Or you can put it in the oven for, I don't know, like 300 degrees for 2 hours as well. So, okay, let's just turn that off. Disaster management. Let's, through the power of television, dun, 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 the one, I haven't even looked at this one, that's been in the oven for 2 hours, just at 300 degrees. Well, it's been a little more because we thought we were doing this live at 3, didn't we? So, oh my goodness. All right, how do we finish this off? And then we're gonna drink some wine with this. Okay. Arden, this must be, I'm not sure if there's a trick that Arden did or whether she was following a recipe. I will give Arden from Lakeland Meats, the kudos for this. So red currant jelly or cranberry jelly. I am actually using blackberry jelly and just like a good sized tablespoon in there. And then we're just going to stir that. Oh, okay. The first problem is as you walk up to the house and smell this, it's just off the chart. This is going to add that little bit of sweetness to it. It's going to add that little bit of fruitiness to it as well. And then how to serve this. Some mashed potatoes, or put it on some egg noodles would be fantastic, or in a taco. That would be great too. You can zhuzh up a little bit on top of here, and let's go to the wine. Chestnut Tree, Cabernet Franc, 2017. And I think Cabernet Franc has a bit of an earthy, hearty note to it that works so well with venison.
One of your mom's favorites.
One of my most favorites. True story. And actually, one of her favorites, we also had the Merlot a couple days with her too for her birthday on Tuesday. And so this was aged for 22 months in French and American oak barrels. It was beautiful. Oh my gosh. Like there's some classic pencil shaving notes to this wine, but it's the earthiness of the wine, the forest floor notes, and there's like a cedar and like a boxwood note to it almost as well, which is kind of classic for more Spanish wines, but certainly pulls through in this wine too. So, And with the tannin and the texture to that wine, this stew has so much texture, it needs a big kick-ass wine like this. So, okay, this is like really, really hot. Oh, look how that venison just falls apart. It's so lean. It's been cooking for so long too, so why wouldn't it? Oh my gosh. You know what? Every time I've made this before him, I've made it with veal. I've never actually made it with venison because I thought the flavors would work so well. But in this case, wow. And with that juniper berry in there, the bay leaf as well, which added an earthy note and hardiness to us as well, works so well with the Cabernet Franc, which grows right here on the property. Tiny berries. The 2017 great vintage has an elegance to it. That treble clef note to this kind of work with the treble clef notes here too, with that little fruity from the jam and those juniper berries. So, whew, well that was fun. Wow.
Your mom wants to know whether you're doing food curbside with the fabulous Cab Franc.
For my mummy, absolutely. Mom, you may get delivery, okay? We'll bring you down a sample. All right. Who knows what next week holds? We have customers waiting, and the sun is out. Get out, enjoy the day, And we hope to have that event tent up by the middle of April to see everybody back here for Flights of Wines and Wine by the Glass. Take care, stay safe, wear your mask, and we'll see you back here soon. Okay, bye everybody. Cheers.